Okay, for the beginner brown belts who are working on Teki but have started Yonsu, we have gone through just a few steps there, and I've asked most of you not to do it with me, but I did encourage you to practice it at home. So now I'm going to give you some of the tools for that. Since we will be working on it in class with those that are in class, let me go through some of those steps. The first part of Yonsu, is the bow. Now the bow is an Okinawan style bow, which is based on a Chinese style bow. When we do our Okinawan bows, we present and then our hand comes in, usually hand and fist. When we're doing this one for Yonsu, they're both open-handed, inside and then back. I start with my feet apart, my hands apart. I bring my left hand forward. I bring my right foot and hand together, strike together, roll the hands low, and then in Yonsu, I step directly out to a strike. That's not part of the bow, but it is part of the kata Yonsu. So again, I start from my ready position, in and out. Now I'm going to do it in reverse, so if you're watching and you're trying to follow me, this side's going to move this hand. This will be the way that you'll be doing it, facing me. So this is the reverse position. This hand comes up and presents. I press, I come in, and then I strike before returning back to my ready position. All of my stances in Yonsu need to be strong, but none of them are low. No low horse stances, but no straight legs either. We're going to work on keeping our body released. Pressure goes into the legs, but not really in a low position. Most of our Okinawan forms are not done that low. The main problem with Yonsu is in retractions. We lose track of where our backhand is when we're doing lots of moves with our front hand. So we need to really pay attention to that. I'll be doing the form in reverse so you'll be able to follow me, but let's talk about some of the moves first. After we've struck, the hands return. This could be grabbing and pulling, could be a whole bunch of other things too. Now my first opening series, the hands pull back, both hands turn in. I'm striking with the back knuckles into the side of the temples. I then draw my right hand back, I'm doing it the regular way for now, and I strike temple, temple, then I go to the ribs. This could be with the fingertips or the palm. And then I strike to the ribs again, noticing that this hand is closed. A lot of people leave it open. Then I strike with both hands up to the throat again, clear, and pull in. I'm going to do that part again from the beginning with the bow. This is the regular way. I come in, I strike, throat strike, and clear. First command, double chamber, double hook. Right retract. 1, 2, 3, 4. Double strike up, and then up. That is part 1. Now for part 2, we're going to go forward. I'm going to be taking one side, in this case it'll be this hand, and pulling it and holding it against my body. This hand is going to parry across. We're talking a lot about chambering and not letting our hands start to touch and go here. We want to separate. So when I grab and close, there's a lot of space. You'll see the space from here. If I'm holding someone by the wrist, I'm in the other side popping their elbow. Notice the difference between wrist and elbow. There's my strike. So when I draw this foot to cat stance, there's my block or my break. Then I grab with this hand, fire a low punch, not a downward punch, but a low punch. Anything into the abdomen. I hit low, draw back to cat, using the wrist to strike, and the wrist to strike again. I'm going to turn sideways so you can see that. I'm not out here painting. This hand comes in and out, wrist, wrist. 1, 2. So from that first position, in, down, 1, 2. Repeat to the other side. This is my chambering hand. I am striking low, drawing back, palming low, wrist strike goes high. That's the second part. Third part is basically going to be the same on both sides. I'm going to pivot just like before. Similar theme. Notice how far away my hands are from each other. I slide forward with 3 punches. 1, 2, 3. My back leg is locked in. It's important for my stance. And I'm going to kick and return right to that position again. When I draw back, parry across, and clear. This is open for a number of reasons. Partly because most of this form is done with open hand, but also because this could be an eye rake. It could be breaking through from a wrist grab. It's also going to lead to my next 3 strikes: low, high, and middle. So watching that from the beginning again, I pivot, low, high, middle punch, back leg kick, return, parry, circle. 1, 2, 3. From there I pivot across to the other side, step in low, high, middle. It is exactly the same, but everything is done with the opposite hand, opposite side. There's my strike up the middle as I clear, and that is Yonsu. Now, I'm going to do it the other way. This is the reverse of the form. Yonsu in reverse. This is so you can follow me as I'm going through it step by step. I come in, press, step out to the right, and clear. Draw both hands back, both hands come out. Right hand draws back. 1 hook, 2 hook, 3 body strike, 4 body strike. Both hands come up, both hands come in. I'm going to grab, chamber across, low punch, 1, 2. Chamber across, slide forward, low punch, 1, 2. Pivot to the side, step in 1, 2, 3. Kick, recover back, turn, out, 1, 2, 3. From there, pivot to the other side. Low, high, middle, kick, recover back, 1, 2, 3. Right up the middle, all in one command, clear. Right leg comes in, bow, and back out to clear. Again, that is the reverse of Yonsu, intended for you to be able to follow a video at home of me doing it facing you rather than you trying to follow me in reverse. Yonsu.